All right. Yeah, I was having this train of thought yesterday around how my internal world, my identity, the way I perceive myself, my thoughts, my beliefs around who I am and what the world is just expressed externally in my environment. So, yeah, so based on that, when I begin to change my beliefs, my stories, my identity, then the world around me shifts as well. Because I just then perceive what reaffirms all these things in my mind. Because we're picking up all these sensations around us at any given moment, but we can't perceive everything all at once. So our mind picks up on those things that resonate with our beliefs and our story and the things we tell ourselves. And if something confirms a belief, then we will see it. It's like thinking about like a certain model and make of a car, and then all you do is you see it all the time. You're like, I never even noticed that car before. Now I see it everywhere. It's that concept of like you're you're thinking about it, and so then you're perceiving it. Your attention will then pick up on that in your reality, and it'll focus on those things, and you'll miss out on all the other information that's coming in. But your mind will filter it based on what you're believing about the world, what your story is about, who you are, your identity. That will just be reflected back at you. So when you're thinking about that, it's so empowering to see, oh shit, like where am I giving away my power to the world, and that's reinforcing my beliefs within me. Like how can I then change certain beliefs and certain parts of what I believe is true to then reflect a better world, or a more positive world to me, instead of those negative things keep by keep think by me keep thinking about those negative aspects of myself or about my beliefs about the world. How can I change that script, that script that's running in my mind on autopilot? How can I change that to then have a better experience in this world and in this life? Like it's a really scary thought, because it's like, wait a minute, I'm totally in control of everything in my reality. I have the power to change everything. And it's a positive thing, but it's also scary, because there's nothing you can hide behind anymore. There's no one you can blame anything for. It's empowering, but also like daunting at the same time, because you're relying on yourself wholly to change everything. There's no one else who can change anything for you. It's totally up to you to change who you are, and in turn change your reality. Um, and there's no one you can outsource it to. It's it's completely within your control, and it's up to you to make that choice of what things, what beliefs do I have that I want to let go of, and what story that I tell myself that I am this, I am that, that I don't like, and that doesn't resonate with me. And I might have picked up these beliefs from conditioning from childhood, and that then they're just reaffirmed as I go about my life, because that's what I pick up on in my reality. I pick up on what I believe to be true, and that is just reaffirmed. It's this cycle. My beliefs are this. I experience them in reality, and that strengthens them and reaffirms them, and then they get like implanted, and they grow deeper roots within us. And yeah, it's not your fault. It's not anyone's fault that you have your beliefs and that you want to change them. For most of us, for all of us, we've got things that we believe to be true about the world and ourselves that we've picked up, we've inherited from our parents, from childhood, from our relationships as children, and that they might not be serving us, but we keep playing them out. And it's up to us. It's up to us to be the ones to decide, hey, do I want to let go of this belief? I know it's holding me back, it's keeping me small. I don't like this identity that I've created for myself. This isn't who I am. I want to be this. You know, it's like making that choice in this moment of who you are, who I am, and letting go of those things, those beliefs that you don't want to perpetuate. And by doing that, it might be also certain relationships, certain people that you're around will drop off because you're changing who you are in everything. In your whole life changes. So then people in your life will change too, to reflect that. And it's overwhelming and scary, but it's part of that process of coming back to your truth. Yeah, so that's my waffle, and I'm gonna leave it at that.